Today I want to show you how to take a simple placemat and customize it for a personal gift. Hi, I'm Kim Jamison Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts, and I have got a placemat here that is Vararv, I believe is how you pronounce it, from IKEA. So I picked up a couple of these, and they're just simple 100% cotton placemats, and I took this and added some decorative stitches to it using some seasonal colors, some polyester thread, and added decorative stitches to make this much more personal and a really kind of cute and easy gift to make. So I want to show you how to do this using my Janome M17. So meet me at the sewing machine and I'll give you all the details. So let's talk about how you need to set this placemat up for decorative stitching. So first thing you want to do is you want to wash it, okay? Because this is 100% cotton and it did shrink a bit when I washed it. So first thing you want to do is wash it, okay? Because you don't want to put the decorative stitches on, then wash it, and your stitches are going to start to do this kind of a thing, right? Next thing you want to do is you want to put some stabilizer behind it. So I used some water-soluble stabilizer, and because the stitches I was using are fairly open, I just used 2 layers of it. So I just folded it in half basically and put it behind. Now if you're using more dense stitches, you may need to use more layers, okay? So the key takeaway here is to always practice this first, because you may also want to adjust the stitch length and width for the stitches you're using, okay? So practice first to get it the way you want it, then you can take it to your actual project. So I've got a placemat here. I've put my 2 layers of water-soluble fusible behind it, and I've just kind of pinned them down, but I'm making sure they're covering the area that I want to work in. So I want to work in this area, work in this area. So I'm working with the Janome M17, and it's got a lot of decorative stitches on it, so I want to tell you which stitches I am working with here, 2 different ones of course, and the first one I'm going to use is going to be using some red thread. So I'm using some red polyester thread for this in the top and in the bobbin. But let's go to find those fun stitches that I want to use here. So I'm in my home menu and I'm going into my ordinary sewing mode, and then I'm going to choose my decorative stitches. Now the ones I want are further along, so I'm just going to scroll through by using the arrows, and I'm going to go till I get to the season one. And there's more than one page here. There's 2 pages, and the design I want to use is on the second page. It's number 23. So it's these little mittens that I want to be stitching on with little loops in between. So let's do that now. And before I get into this, I guess I better put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. And actually, just kind of serendipity that the stitches I chose fit perfectly into the areas on this placemat. I didn't even think about it really, but that's how they worked out. So I'm actually just going to fill in this area here. And so I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to set my machine up so my foot will lift when I'm done. And I'm stitching this out with this red thread here, as I said, in the top and the bobbin. So when you are doing these decorative stitches, you want to slow down. Okay, this is not a race. Just slow down and you'll get the best result. So let's start with this. And you notice I'm using the F2 foot. You can use the F foot, which is what the machine will suggest. The F2 works perfectly fine as well. I have the zigzag or regular needle plate in as well, because when you're doing these decorative stitches, they're taking up, in this case, 9 millimeters. So you want to make sure that you've got that stitch plate in that allows them to do that. And the Janome M17 and many other of the Janome machines are so smart that when I put the stitch plate in, if it's not the right one, if it doesn't allow them to do the stitches you're asking it to do, or you're going to try and ask it to do, it won't let you at all. It's not even going to give you that option. So in this particular foot, I'm actually running the inside of the foot along this area here, and that's going to line me up just the way I want. So that's kind of what I'm looking at as I go. I'm going to keep that foot lined up along here. So here is my first one stitched here. Now this one started partway along here, so I may actually take that down, make a few hand stitches just to join it up there. But it ended pretty well. You could, adjust this a little bit if you wanted to, but I don't think anybody's really going to notice. It fits in there really nicely. It looks nice and even going along there. So that one worked out really well. Now I want to add another one in here, a different design, because why not, right? So I'm going to switch to a green thread, and now I am going to choose another design from the seasons, and that's the one right next to it. So number 22, which is like a little Christmas tree, because I think that's going to look really cute. So let me just change out the thread and I'll show you what that looks like. So now I'm going to start stitching out that cute little tree design. Okay, so there's the tree one. I could have stopped here, I guess. I was debating, should I stop or should I add the extra tree? Not a big deal. But anyway, I'm going to now take off the, trim these threads off and just show you what this looks like when you've got it finished. So here's the final result. So I chose to do just the two sides here. If you wanted to, you could add, ones up here as well and do all four sides. You might even choose to do different designs here if you wanted to. But it makes a really nice personalized gift and it doesn't take any time at all. So look to your decorative stitches. These ones were done on the Janome M17 and it took me no time at all to make this and I think it looked really cute. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified when I have the next video ready for viewing. And for more helpful quilting information, please go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.